time now for the Beer Chill morning news on this Tuesday morning, December 8th, 2015. Good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, December 8th, 2015. Here are your news headlines here, and our top story at 7:42 on this Tuesday morning is Donald Trump unleashed a firestorm of criticism from liberals, conservatives, and those in between when he called for a ban on Muslims entering the United States. Before they opened fire at a holiday luncheon in San Bernardino, California, Ziad Rizwan and Farouk and Tashi Malik practiced a shooting at a gun range in Los Angeles, FBI officials said. Pretoria, South Africa. Officer Pistorius was back in court on Tuesday when a judge granted him bail, as Judge Aubrey Ledois said Pistorius has proven that he is not a flight risk. The storm over the Chicago police use of the force shows no sign of abating, as no charges against Officer Ronald Johnson's death. Paris Air France KLM has put the financial cost of it so far. The Paris terror attacks at $50 million, which is $54 million American money in November, while business has continued to suffer in December. Local and federal authorities are investigating a possible hate crime in a film after early morning prayers at the Alaska Islamic Society were disrupted by the discovery of a severed pig's head on a mosque's doorsteps. Beirut, Syria's government and said a U.S.-led military coalition would carry out a deadly airstrike on a Syrian air camp, but coalition officials said the report was false. In Washington, the United States has agreed with Singapore and the first deployment on a U.S. P-8 Poseidon plane in Singapore this morning, and this month in the first response to China over its pursuit of territorial claims in the South China Sea. Past incidents of West Bank are facing several travel restrictions which are severe, but hardline members of Israel's government are seeking tougher measures. Most of the homes have been left without power after severe flood hit parts of northern England over the weekend have been declared. The energy firm says as Storm Desmond barreled through northern England air. Jurors in Oklahoma City set to resume deliberation in the case of a former police officer accused of sexually victimizing 13 women in the neighborhood patrol following about 9 hours of work in their first day. Anti-free speech demonstrators at one of America's most valued universities, which is Yale University, have claimed a pair of scalps. Husband and wife duo has said teaching is too much trouble in the campus climate. That's condensed to a similar dialogue. Washington, the Supreme Court on Tuesday will hear arguments in a voted right case that has the potential to shift local power from urban areas to rural ones, a move that would provide a big boost to Republican voters in many parts of the nation. With each coming day, the Federal Reserve raising rates from 0.25% to 0.50% in 716 seems more probable. London crude prices steadied not far from 70-year lows on Tuesday as China reported strong commodity imports despite economic weakness despite global oversupply compounded by OPEC's decision to keep output high, led analysts to predict further. Johannesburg, Anglo-American will see more assets suspend dividend until the end of 2016 will down as business divisions from 3 from 6 for the face of severe commodity price falls and by the company said on Tuesday. Canadian has 7% of the Senate revised letter to Norfolk Southern Corporation that is financially more attractive and will directly reduce the regulatory uncertainty for NS shareholders. Okay, look at that stocks there. The Dow down 117.2, well points to close at 17,730.51, SP 527.07, and Nasdaq 5,101.81. In Pingdingshan, China, Chinese negotiators traveled to cover talks in Paris last month with a rare tailwind, the country's slow growth. Because of the checkered fossil record, the exact origins and rise of dinosaurs have long been shrouded in uncertainty. Among the biggest mysteries is just when the earliest relative dinosaurs have known as dinosaurs emerged. But Arnold Schwarzenegger to the climate change reading yesterday and took many inspired by his vocal and unusual arguments on why he supports new energy technology and wants to see an end to the fossil fuel burden. NASA has given us a glimpse of one of the most visible objects of the solar system as Japan's space agency prepares for a close over to one of the nearest neighbors. The American Cancer Society and the American Society of Clinical Oncology developed new follow-up care guidelines for breast cancer survivors and primary care physicians. Australian researchers to develop a preventive tooth decay treatment called Caries Management System as the no dual approach lowers tooth decay risk up to 7 years and reduces the need for dental fillings by up to 50%. Peter Cheladusam, 747 here, Tada on. Spot report here, the Boston Bruins fall to the Nashville Predators, 3-2 in the Garden. While the Boston Celtics defeat the New Orleans Pelicans, 111-93. Here, both teams having a night off. The Los Angeles Dodgers could have ended the pursuit of earliest champ because of the best amount, so the games of service gets also on closer. A 46-yard Lucky Whitehead kickoff return able to game winning field goal bailed the Cowboys out for poor clock management. Nashville, Tennessee, a few years ago, Dave Tomasky would have made the trade he pulled off yesterday before he had a closer and he had a second guy. He worked probably well. It's out to the build a bullpen the best way you can. Peter Cheladusam, 7:47 here on this beautiful Tuesday morning here. Time out for a weather report. Time out for a traffic report on this. Time out for a traffic report here on this. Tuesday morning. Let's start off down to where 1:30 on the westbound side of the Newport Bridge is a little slow, but the Jamestown bridges are looking good here, and the Newport Bridge is looking good. Otherwise, the slow spot on 1:30 on the westbound of the Newport Bridge and Battle Bridges are looking good here. Route 4 to the northbound side, it's a little slow before the East Greenwich stretch. 95 on the northbound side, so from East Greenwich to Route 117 in Warwick here. And then you bring exit here on.
Around 6 connector in downtown Providence here. Route 6 in the eastbound side, also from Route 128 all the way out to the 6 connector in Providence. 6 connector is so from Route 6 in downtown Providence around Route 95. 195 into the westbound side, and then so from East Providence all the way to downtown Providence here. 295 into the southbound side, so from 160 to Smithfield all the way to Route 44. 146 in the southbound side, so from Lincoln all the way to downtown Providence here. 146 in both ends, so from 99 all the way up to Route 146A. Route 99 in the northbound side, also from 126 Lincoln to Route 122 Woonsocket here. 295 in the southbound side, connecting the Brown. Route 1 to North Alabama, so respect lanes, and 295 northbound from Route 1 to Route 95 in the Adverse area here. 95 on both ends, so from Adalbert from 295 all the way to 152. 24 to the northbound side, so from 140 in Taunton all the way out to Route 44 in Taunton here. Route 28 in the southbound side, also from Bourne all the way down for 28 and Bourne here, but Route 6 is a little good from 710 lanes here. 95 on the northbound side, stop and go before Route 495 minutes and hit brakes again. From South Bay Street to Foxborough all the way to Route 27 in Sheridan, hit brakes again before Route 128 in Canton here. Route 24 on the northbound side is so from 139 and Randolph all the way after Route 128 in Canton here. Route 3 on the northbound side it is slow from Derby Street to Hingham all the way to the Braintree split. 120 on the southbound side and it is slow from Route 24 all the way after the Braintree split. In Braintree, 290 on the eastbound side, so from Auburn all the way to Route 122 in Worcester. 146 on the northbound side, a little slow for 290 in Worcester here. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side, and it is a little slow from the Braintree split all the way at the South Boston here around the Southeast Expressway. 120 on the northbound side, it is slow from University Avenue Westwood all the way at the Route 20 in Waltham here. 485 on the northbound side, so from Hockland to Route 9 in Westboro here. Mass Park on the eastbound side, so from Route 9 in Framingham all the way out to the Austin Barton tolls here. Mass Park on the westbound side, and it is slow from Southeast Expressway all the way to the Prudhoe. 93 on the southbound side is slow from Stoneham all the way at the downtown Boston around the Mass Park here. Route 1 on the southbound side, so from Route 6 in the river all the way out to Route 93 in Boston around the Zinkin Bridge here. 120 on the southbound side, so from Reddit all the way up to Waltham here. 93 on the northbound side is over at the Stone Research before Route 93. Route 2 on the westbound side, also on the Lexington Stretch, and Route 2 on the eastbound side, so from Route 60 all the way out to the Fresh Pond Parkway in Cambridge here. 485 on the southbound side, and then slow from Route 62 and Hudson all the way out to 290 in Marlborough here. Up north, Route 3 on the southbound side, so from Route 40 in Chelsea all the way out to Billwick and hit a break again before Route 128 to get to there. 93 on the southbound side, so Belleville all the way out to Wilmington here. 485 on the southbound side, it is slow from Lawrence all the way out to Chelmsford around Route 3. 485 on the northbound side, slow after Route 3 in Chelmsford here. 93 is up outside a little slow around 495 here in Andover here. Route 3 is up outside a little slow from the atmosphere being positive 295. Looking good for Portland and Carter. And spotted turn back into the step outside a little slow for after the stretch here. Okay, look at that.
MBTA alerts here at 7:52 here.
Red line Braintree Mass Smith divided north and by the lanes between Braintree and JFK UMass through the disabled train at Braintree Station here. On the Commuter Rail, Greenbush Line train 0716 to the 4 a.m. from South Station Lane, 10 to 50 minutes between West Hingham and Greenbush to the train traffic. Greenbush Line train 074. 7 to 3 a.m. from Greenbush to Lane, 10 to 15 minutes between Crafton and South Station due to train traffic here. And Newburyport Walkable Line train 156, 7 a.m. inbound as departed. Newburyport is operated 5 to 10 minutes beyond schedule. And the ferries they are looking good. Peter Cheladusov is out. 7:53 in the Somerset. Berkeley Regional High School has been delayed the start of classes by school officials due to the reported threat. School officials said, and also Somerset Police Department were informed this morning here. So classes don't start at Somerset Berkeley Regional High School till 10 a.m. And now look at your weather at 7:53 here. For today at Checkmate May before noon, clouds got about 45 degrees. Open about 7 to 9 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Translation 30%. Tonight, most clouds got the direct becoming close, got about 29 degrees. Open about 5 miles an hour, becoming coming to the evening here. Wednesday, most clouds got about 44 degrees. Cowboy becoming 7 5 miles in the day afternoon here. Wednesday, slight chance of showers, areas of fog between midnight and 1 a.m. Otherwise, most clouds got about 39 degrees. Up about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Translation 20%. Thursday, chance of showers maybe between 8 a.m. But got about 55 degrees. It's up about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Translation 30%. Thursday, there's a fog between midnight and 1 a.m. Otherwise, most skies got about 41 degrees. For Friday's most skies have about 54 degrees. Friday night, most skies got about 39 degrees. For Saturday, most skies got about 60 degrees. Saturday night, most skies got about 41 degrees. Sunday, most skies got about 61 degrees. Saturday night, chance of showers, most skies got about 45 degrees. And translation 30%. Monday, chance of showers, there is a fog. Otherwise, most skies got about 55 degrees. And translation 40%. Look at that radar. Here it shows a lot of rain showers from Connecticut, from Bridgeport, stretching down 95 down through London, and stretching down the southeast down from Wesley all the way up to Newport, and heavy beds rain south of southeast of Martha's Vineyard and southwest of Nantucket here, and also rated on the Cape from Falmouth all the way to Shannon. Currently here not near, it is 46 degrees overcast skies, humidity is 68%, and that is going to be it for Peter Gentle Morning News on this December 8th, 2015 here on a Tuesday. Peter with you. Have a good morning and a good positive here.